Morning! Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Redstone Lapis Lazuli. It is I, your host, poGokeRo. What's up? Good morning. Hey, what's up? Ooh, okay, a little nervous. I'm going solo today. Captain Pones. Oh, happy Father's Day. Yay! Happy Father's Day. Yeah. Fathers, man, you guys are great. You guys work hard. You guys have a big job. A lot of responsibility falls on you, and it's kind of weird because today, in our world, it seems that fatherhood and manhood itself, masculinity itself, is some would argue that it's under attack, quote quote. But really, I would say that it's just being redefined because it's a I talked about earlier about how we have this that form and content, the balance between the two. Like the content is like the stuff on the web page, and then the form is the web page itself. So the web page holds its form over time, but after a while it starts like getting old. It doesn't match the current technology. More and more new ideas come in, and the style changes, and newer code comes in, and so the old web page, like even though the content is good, it doesn't match the old web page anymore. So it starts like just not jiving, it just doesn't work. Other programs try to plug into it, and it doesn't work anymore because it's an old web page. So eventually, finally, the web page breaks, and they shut it down. And all that content just kind of flies around for a little bit until they reorganize the web page, and then the new web page comes back, but it's a new and updated web page, and then all that content comes back, but now it's on a nice juicy web page that's modern, and so you can plug in much easier with all these new things coming at you, and the content flows better. So that's like a kind of roundabout way of saying what's going on with like the crisis, the perceived crisis of manhood, masculinity. Like the old hallmarks of what it was to be a man has been kind of broken. It isn't what it used to be anymore. But that's not because the idea of manhood itself is broken. It's because the environment in which the idea expresses itself has changed. So what we are feeling is the anxiety of holding on to an old form and not moving over to this new idea. And what is this new idea of masculinity? Well, maybe it's still being developed. I don't know. I kind of have an idea of it. I don't know if I can really express it. It doesn't have anything, But that's another topic. That's another idea. Anyways, so here we are. So I'm in my house. I've removed things. I've changed my shaders, and I updated my shaders. And I realized everything was so dark in here. I couldn't believe it. La test. I'm recording, right? Yes. All right, good. So yeah, it was so dark in here, so I lit it up. I removed that track, and let's take a ride on down into the central station. Yes, I lit this place up too because it was so dark. I had no idea. This giant map here is now redundant. It's too little. I've used this giant map, and I've discovered here's where we are. This green dot here. We are on the western edge of a giant inland sea. It's not giant though. It's not so big. And the problem is I've discovered most of it. So when the update happened, all the oceans are already formed. So they're dead. They're kind of gross. They're dead. There's only the new oceans right here, and maybe over there a little bit, but they're tiny, so it's not much. So I had to do this long trek to find another ocean. So if you look at this here for scale, here's where Captain Pones lives. Right, here's the sisters. Oh, sisters. Here's the junction. That's the big bridge. Here's Sisters Junction. And then later on, that you'll see later on, that's about, I think, Sky Rock Junction. Over here is the Swamp House, Berendo base. Over here is Point Pocky. I had to, so if this is the farthest north we went, I dug a tunnel all the way up to here. And I found the Great Northern Sea. And it's pretty big. I haven't explored it all yet. It's too big. So, and it is flush with new life. So I think that's where we're gonna go. So I have a new train track tunnel I want to take you on, called the Long Haul. The Long Haul to the Great Northern Sea. So I think I'm all set. I got a little extra stuff, but that's okay. Let's go. Yes. Press for a cart. Oh wait, the Northern Hall. All right, let me hop in. Let's go. Okay, so what's been going on in terms of politics? Trump has been getting kind of nuts, a little bit fascist, I would say. He's been cozying up with dictators all over the world, and he's been scoffing at our allies who are democracies. Those are our values as Americans. We are a democracy. We have democratic values. And for our quote president to betray those values, it means he no longer represents the United States of America. You cannot look to him and see America. So I'm gonna look over here at this new junction. We're at Pyramid Point out in the desert. Remember that pyramid place? That's what we're right under that. Over there is further west, but it's not really done yet. And over there is Captain Pones, so we're gonna go that way. Oh. So, what's been going on? The Trump administration has been separating children from their parents at the border. Refugees. They're refugees, right? They're refugees from a war, like they have over in Europe. Like, we're no different. Do you think that we're different because we're Americans? No, man. There's other places not nearly as nice as America out there, and people flee that violence, and they come to the safe place, which is America, because we made this great, awesome place. And that's Captain Pones up there. So now I'm going further north past Captain Pones to I forgot the map. Alright. To the Great Northern Sea. Yeah. So what Trump is doing is very dangerous. So people have to be aware. Other citizens have to be aware of what's going on. That this is kind of fascist, what Trump is doing. He's trying to seize power. So be careful. It's pretty clear at this point that the Russians have funded a lot of the. I think they've gotten their tendrils in much deeper than we realize right now. And it's pretty awful. Okay, so at this junction is a jungle base that I made, which is halfway there. This is the long haul here. This is the long. It takes forever. All right. So we kind of have to be really careful and pay attention to what's going on. It's a dangerous time. But certainly you have to remember to vote. You have to vote. And I will say at this point that a vote for red is a vote for Russia. Be careful. I've said it, right? I don't believe that the GOP is doing enough to defend our country from Russian influence. They've let Trump go unchecked pretty long. He's being sued for fraud with his organization, The same thing that Clinton was accused of doing with the Clinton Foundation that never appeared. And the same thing actually happened with Trump. He actually did it. So where's the outrage from the GOP? They were ready to kill Clinton. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, what happened? Like, it's like, oh, the thing that you thought she was doing, this guy's doing. Ready? Let's go get her, right? Right? Come on, let's go. GOP, let's go. Come on. It's that's what you said, right? Oh, maybe you're in cahoots with someone else. Uh-oh. I don't know if they have our best interests in heart, in mind. So here I am. Oh, I forgot my potion, so I have to go back. I have to go back. That's alright. So, I would choose carefully this November when you vote, and keep in mind that investigations are underway and that there have been numerous indictments already. I mean, Manafort's in jail for talking to the Russians while he was under house arrest. What? What's going on, dude? What? You can't be doing that. No, yeah, there's something afoot. Be careful, my fellow Americans. So, I dug this long tunnel. I dug this tunnel with the help of a map that I forgot to bring. To find an ocean that I could explore with the help of potions that I forgot to bring. But the length of this tunnel shows you like how far I had to go to make this happen. So it was quite a trek, a journey. All underground. Well, I made it overground first, right? Because I had to know it. I had to see where I was going first. I had to see that there was an ocean to reach. I had to have the map to show me that there was an ocean to get to. I didn't just dig underground. So it's a lot of travel, a lot of back and forth. I learned that horses are actually really good for jungles, because jungles don't have the big trees. They don't have trees as much as they have undergrowth. But for a horse, undergrowth is nothing. So, anyways, so I have this map, and with that map I was able to make this tunnel to find the Great Sea, the Northern Sea, which I have to explore and map. And it's all, I did find a coral reef, and that's exciting, because that's like brand new content. I'm like, ooh, coral reef. I can get something. I don't know what. I have no idea. But I guess when phase 2 of the aquatic update comes out, I'll be ready, because I'll have that new content, that new base. I'll have to make a base there, but yeah. Look at this. It took a long time to make this, you know. This doesn't just happen. I had to like dig this out. Look at that. What's that? Ah. Oh. You should explore that, Captain Pones. Oh. So yes. But also during this time, you have to remember that fascists fascism is really bad, because it disregards truth. Fascism disregards truth, and you have to remember that truth is an aspect of God. So to disregard truth is to disregard an aspect of God, and that's kind of scary, man. When you start like ignoring aspects of God, like, yeah, then your vision isn't complete, right? Then you're not seeing the big picture. And if you're acting when you're not seeing the big picture, the greater picture, then your action is going to be a mistake. So yeah, we have to guard truth. We have to, because fascists want to attack truth. Because with truth, that's how we're able to like navigate. like if you can't see truth, if you can't see the sun, then you can't see where you're going. Like okay, so I talked about Plato's allegory of the cave. And I talked about how the light of reason is what allowed the prisoners to see that they were in a cave. But it also made shadows. And it also made get rid of some of this stuff. It made shadows. and people were able to manipulate it. But once you go outside to the world of the forms, to the outside, to see the form of the good, which was the sun, represented as the sun, then you could see, like that's a superior light. So what the fascists want to do is cover up the sun. The sun is because they don't want you to be able to discern the truth. They want truth to be power, and they want to. If they have the power, then that means they can dictate what is true. But that's not the truth. And if you try to force that, then things break. So we have to guard the sacredness of truth, and know that it's not something malleable that you can just bend to your will because of power. It is regardless. That being said, we have concentration camps in our country right now. This is something that's pretty concerning. We've had one in Guantanamo Bay for a long time. And now it's in our land. Now it's on our land. Now it's in our country. So I don't know what to you know. I don't see the GOP who control government right now. I don't see them acting. And this is kind of wrecking me and them. All right, so I got water. C. I need to bring a map and a lead. So my vision is not perfect. I talk as much as I can, and a lot of times I bump into things that I can't see. And when I bump into them, like, it hurts. I'm like, bah, because I'm blind, and I say stupid things sometimes, and I don't intend that. I just didn't mean it that way. That being said, I was reminded by my friend who like pokes me. They don't poke me. They're my friends because they tell me. If I didn't have friends, they wouldn't tell me, and I would be blind and not remember and not learn from my mistake. So I'm not mad at you. I'm like, ow, it just hurts. And I'm like, oh, okay, but I got it. Thank you for showing me. I was shown the complexity of hip hop lyrics and rhymes, and then I look at my rhymes and my quote poems, and they're like, man, that's terrible. I do point to bigger ideas that I'm trying to get to, so it makes it kind of hard. So I guess the rhyme isn't really the focus so much for me, and the musicality isn't the focus so much of me. But like hip hop lyrics and their rhyme structures, and like the music of it, like bars and beats. Like I don't even understand that so much. I kind of feel it, but I don't really understand it, I guess is what I'm saying. Like I understand like on one level, but not on the level they get it. Those musicians, they're on another level. I can't get it, which is cool. That's why they're musicians, right? That's what they do. That's their art. Man, and like I dabbled in it, but I'm nowhere near it. I don't ever call myself a hip hopper. There's no way. I call myself a poet because like that's easy. That's way easier. I can't do hip hop. I tried a little bit, and like it was like terrible. But that's all right. Like my poetry, I think when I do it, like it's a declaration more, and so like I can point to things and like explain it. So, anyways. So yeah, America, man, I love you, America. I'm trying to get you to not hang out with fascists, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I love you a lot. I don't want you to go to fascism, because that's going to hurt us really bad. So this is my attempt to get you to not go to fascism. And get you to reject all things Trump. All things Trump. You have to remember, I mean, like, if it gets hard to remember, think about what would Captain America do. Would Captain America imprison and separate kids from their moms and dads? Man, if I were a kid like that, imagine if you're like 5 years old, man, and like someone just took you away from your mom and dad. You can't understand anything, and you're in jail someplace nowhere. Oh my god. No, man, like, that's awful. That's like the easy way. That's like if you don't, like, God, that's like the most basic way of understanding it. Would Captain America be okay with this? So what does that mean? You gotta like, well, like, okay, we're not a banana republic yet, right? I believe firmly that our autoimmune system, America's autoimmune system, is going to function, and it is functioning. It's working. So what do we do? I mean, if you have representatives who are Republicans, you should probably contact them and let them know that this will not stand, and you're going to remember. Talk to your neighbors too and let them know, right? Like, do you really want to be on Team Russia? Do you really want to be on the team that ushers in fascism? Nah, you want to fight the fascism. You want to be on our team. What would Captain America do? What would well, I don't know. Superman's like Superman. He's too much. Like, can he even die? I don't even know. He's like, I'm Jesus! I don't know. I don't mean to diss on Superman. He's cool. Yeah. So look at, oh, check out my map. I forgot to bring my map, dude. Oh, okay, so here. I moved it over so you can see what I'm talking about. Man, we traveled a long way. So here. This is really like nothing. No one's been out here. Do I have a boat? No. There's a boat over here. Wow, okay, here we go. Wait, I'm gonna suit up my aqua gear, right? Depth Strider. Aqua Affinity. Oh, I'm gonna set up my boat, my bed, so that if I die, I'm right here. Ba ba. Sleep under the stars. Good night. Sleep. All right, there. Nice and easy. Hey, check that out. Okay, got that going. I'm still on the map here, the Great Northern Sea. I started down here, off the map, and now I'm up here. So, there's a boat over here. So yeah, who do we got? We got, I've been staying away from Twitter so much because I got in trouble last time. But it's not really up to me, guys. It's up to all of us together to fight this fascism. It's not a let that guy do it. You have to talk to your neighbors and let them know. Get that awareness out there. You have a compass, yeah. So this is the new ocean, the Northern Ocean. Oh, there's the coral. See, here's what I was talking about. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Look at that. A whole world underneath the ocean. Like, isn't that amazing? Like, we don't even think about it, but that's what most of our planet is, under the ocean. So if you want to really, really think about it, if you really, really want to think about it, imagine you went to a faraway planet on another galaxy, and on this planet, there lived like different levels of life. Like the poorest people had to live the lowest level of the atmosphere, where everything sunk down to, and the gods lived up closest to the sky, on the land, in the air. And there's nobody, maybe the birds lived above them, but they didn't build anything. And then all of the stuff just slid down to the bottom, and the poor people at the very bottom, the poor life forms, their world was destroyed by aliens from above. That's what's happening to our oceans. We're dumping all our crap into the oceans, and it's killing this whole world underneath there. Like, we have to become aware, and then once we're aware, we can make the changes and vote for people who are gonna say yes. I see this, and we're gonna change it. Like, we have to democracy only works if you participate. It only works if you like get in there and you talk to people. You have to talk to people. It's like, it's kind of scary, but like, that's how information spreads. And like in a body, right? You're talking about the nervous system of a human being. The way that information travels anywhere in your body is through neurons, right? Neurons are special nerves. They're like, there's a bunch of nerves here, and then they have a long arm. And then like, at the other end, it's at the end of a long arm. And so it gets the signal, and then it passes it along to its long arm, and then it shoots it along, up your spine to your brain. So, you as a citizen, your job is to be the, how does it jump from one arm to the neuron? Because they're not touching, right? There's electricity that happens. There's a chemical electricity that happens that transfers the information from one neuron or the next neuron, right? You guys, citizens, your job is to be that chemical reaction that transmits information from one institution to the next, from one group of people to the next. Because that's how you interact with your community. You want to interact with your community, because then we can, with information, with good information, truth, we can dispel the lies, and we can keep people focused on what is real and what is true. Because again, remember, the fascists want to destroy truth because they want to make it that power is truth, and that's not the truth. We all know that's not the truth. What's going on? I got stung? I'm dying? What? I'm gonna get on this island real quick. What just happened? Oh, is there? I don't know. Okay, let's go on this island. That looks nice. Oh, I discovered an island. Ooh, this is nice. Alright, hold on. I hear my cat pawing at my door. I'm gonna let him out real quick and have mercy on him. Okay, I'm back. Look how quick that was. But yes, doing something. Oh, hey, check that out. Doing something is better than doing nothing. Even if what you're doing is clumsy and unrefined, it's better than doing nothing. All my stuff is clumsy and unrefined. Look at this podcast, or look at this show. This show is like ridiculous. It's so ham-fisted. It's so unpolished. It's so not cool. But like, that's okay. That's the way it is. Hey, all right. So I'm gonna dive. I like this island now that I know. So I drink a potion of water breathing and a potion of night vision. Chug chug chug. Tally ho! Ooh, what is this stuff? Sea. I think those are sea pickles. Do I have to like oh, there. Sea pickle. Can I silk touch it? Softly. I don't know. Coral. Sorry, I'm a little like amazed. I'm like, oh, look at that niceness. Well, it's funny because I'm comparing it to my experience seeing a coral reef. It's like, it's not quite like this, but like yeah, so America. Ooh, can I bring this with me? Ooh, I'm gonna bring coral back to my ocean. Does coral reproduce? Or do I have to like basically like mine tons of it and bring it back? No room. All right, so yeah, what else is going on? So okay, so the IG report. Oh man, I forgot what it stands for. I can't recall because I'm overloaded right now. But that report came out. It did not absolve Trump of his wrongdoings. Manafort's in jail for talking to Russians while he's under house arrest. Kushner, they're all dirty. I'm angry, but you have to remember, America, you're great, and that you're gonna pull through this. You've been through worse. You want to see a bad president? Look at Andrew Johnson. That guy was terrible. He was like, hey guys, I just tried to overthrow our country. Why don't you just get all your stuff back? What? So yeah, that happened. So I mean, it kind of set us up for what's going on now, but still. Oh man. I don't even know. Yeah, dude. I don't want to get too big for my britches. I can say some dumb things sometimes. My vision's limited, but I do see important things, like, that frighten me. Sea pickle. Ooh, these are nice. Like underwater lanterns. Nice. Ooh, these are great. Underwater lanterns. Ooh, I'm going off the map. Going off the map. Alright, if I'm off the map, let's see. Make a new map. My empty locator map. Okay, wait. Bop. 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 Ta-da! Yes! Here we go. Get rid of something here. What do I need to not have? Oh, empty bottles. Okay. Ooh, there's a ravine. This is fun. It's like flying. Ugh. So as Americans, yeah, I think we should also watch out what kind of information we digest, that we take in as true. Like I saw a relative of mine the other day post an internet meme, and like it wasn't a meme, it was just a graphic information about a fish called a tilapia or something, a tilapia or something, I don't know. But it said a bunch of stuff that it was like, it was boneless and unnatural and like terrible and blah 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 blah. And I looked it up and I'm like, no, that was totally false. It was totally false. But people believed it because it was text in a picture. And they believed it and spread it around. That is like disinformation. That's how bad stuff spreads around. You don't do that. That's like nerves. That's like nerves misfiring. You know, instead of firing when they're supposed to, it means they're firing when they're not supposed to. They're passing bad information. So part of your duty as an American is to, uh-oh, things are wearing off. Ooh, look at this. What's this? So yeah, part of your duty as an American is to make sure that you honor truth, justice, and liberty by not spreading things that are not true. Why would you want to do that? How does that help truth, justice, and liberty when you spread ideas and information that's not true? It doesn't help at all. It doesn't help one iota. In fact, it makes things worse. There's nothing good about it. And look how beautiful that is. It's like an undersea world under there. Zombies. Hold on, I gotta take care of these guys. What's up? Yeah, buddy. Headshot. From like 5 yards. That was like, what, 10 meters? Come on. I don't know. So that looks like it just, here. Chug it. Night vision. Water breathing. Water. Ha. Alright. Cold coral reef. That's kind of weird. Purple. I got too much crap. What am I carrying? Alright, so there's that way. Let's go this way. Ooh. Look at that shelf. Just a boom. Oh, look at that. That's that ravine I found earlier. So yeah, okay, so we are exploring the ocean here. Oh, what other things did I want to talk about besides those kids being locked up? That's awful, man. I can't believe it. It is totally contrary to who we are as a nation to be locking up kids who come to us for help. Wow, what is this? What? Wow, I don't even know what this is. Is there a door? It's all buried. Wonder if there's any buried treasure here. Nope. Alright. Arrows work? No. Sorry guys, I'm like not talking at all. I'm like flabbergasted by all. I love this flying. This feels like I'm flying through like caverns. Wow, look at that. It's like a valley. Underwater ridge. What? Oh man. Okay. I don't want to go underwater cave diving yet. So yeah, what else is going on? Let's see. Look at these. Look at these underwater like structures. That's kind of crazy. There's a city under here. An ancient civilization. Climate change. Oh man, I should be like talking about more important stuff, but I can't concentrate. If I had someone to help guide me, that'd help. But like, Captain Pones is not here, alas. Father's Day has drug him away. He says work, which is even worse, man. That's awful that he has to work on Father's Day. But I guess a lot of dads do, man. That's what dads do. They endure the pain. Thank you, Dad, for being there, for enduring the pain, for doing the things that have to be done when you really no one wants to do them. You do the shit. Like that's all. and like because of that, shit gets done. Pardon my language. I'm sorry, but yeah, things get done. I found a pirate ship, a sunken ship. Ooh, paper. Put some stuff away that I don't need, like glass and gravel and mossy stone bricks. I don't need a clock. Treasure map, yar! Yeah, buddy. Oh, it's over there. Okay. So, So yeah. Things happening. This is gonna hurt us really bad when this is all done, said and done. Like, it makes no difference in the world if America has the biggest, strongest military when the best way to defeat us is to bribe our president. Military doesn't mean anything. Military is rendered useless. Like, oh, a creeper. What's going on, buddy? I don't see this thing that they're talking about. I'm like right on it. I thought I was right on it. I see no chest. This map is bunk. There's snowballs? What is that? Snowballs? What? Is it cold? I don't know, but I dug up this whole place and there's no treasure. I'm bumming. Alright, no treasure. Now I can't get out. Here we go. Wait. Alright, time to move on. I spent way too much time staring at a stupid treasure map and not talking about important things like, I don't know, what are you talking about? That's important. What's going on, Robert? Well, what else is going on besides, I don't have any, potions. Night water. Okay, this way. Other important things. Man, I can't even think right now. You know what? That's kind of bad. Why can't I think of important things to talk about? Like, well, I'm playing a game in a new environment. I talked about something pretty important, which is Trump's betrayal of our country, and that Americans have to be aware and be vigilant of things. Yeah. This is a dead ocean. Maybe this part was explored already? Oh, look at it. It's just like forever gravel. That's awful. And there's a little patch. So yeah, not update, and update. That's how it changed. How drastically. Yeah, you can see very clearly the difference between a dead ocean. I must have been here sometime. That's impossible, though. That's impossible! So, yeah, man, this would be so much easier if I had someone else to talk to. Okay, so, yo, let me talk to you about my skin. Oh yeah, this is, let's see, we're about 1 hour into it. I can maybe strain it a bit. Okay, let me talk a little bit about my skin. My skin today is Pericles. Pericles was a statesman during Athens' golden age. He's the one who wanted to do the whole pantheon or parentheon. I don't know how to say it. The big Greek statue, like the temple to the gods. That's all ivy. Everyone. That's like the, you know, the what everyone knows about the Greeks, like the columns and everything, the white columns. Yeah, that's them. So yeah, This is a huge ocean. So their golden age didn't last very long. Like after Pericles died, like stuff went down, and there was a guy named Thucydides who was called like the first political historian. And what Thucydides did was, wow, look at this, was he wrote down the history of what happened as it was going down. He was a general, and he lost a pretty important battle for Athens. And so because of that, they kicked him out. They're like, you have to leave the city, you can't come back, you messed up big time. So he left. And when he left, he wrote this, and all this bad stuff happened to Athens and Greece, really, because it was Athens and Sparta. They fought each other, the Peloponnesian War. He wrote it down, but the thing, not only did he write it down, he wrote down things that he could not have possibly been there to say or to hear. Like he wrote down speeches between people that he wasn't there to see or hear. But because he's able to like figure out what they were saying, like he could deduce their motives, and so he wrote a history of what happened and why they acted the way they did. So that's why it's called the first political history. And so he wrote the story of what happened between Athens and Sparta. And so what happened here, and I'll tell you, what happens with Athens and Sparta is Athens like wanted to get more money. So they wanted to attack. Wait. Before they wanted to get more money, for some reason, Athens and Sparta started fighting each other. Sparta was afraid of Athens because it started having this big group, the Athenian League, and then so they had to have their own big group. Sparta had to have their own big group called the Peloponnesian League or something. And eventually, because two sides had so much power, like they just got into a fight, and they fought for like 10 years, for a long time. They fought, and it came to a standstill. They couldn't Sparta had the better land army, but Athens had the better. Oh wow, what's this? Had the better sea army. Is the treasure in here? Oh yeah, the good half is here. Feathers. Oh, maybe a better treasure map. Let's check this one out. At? Okay. So Athens, Sparta, Athens. Around here. They fought to a standstill, and then so they're taking a breather from killing one another, from attacking one another, and wrecking each other's stuff and their friends. And during this breather, the rich people of Athens are like, yo, we want to get more money. Let's go attack this other faraway place called Syracuse, which turns out to be like on modern day Sicily. They're like, let's go way over here and attack them and take their stuff, and that will give us more money to attack Sparta again. And Pericles is like, yo, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Let's not do it. I don't want to do it. It's a bad idea. But he got overruled. And so Athens engaged on this really bad idea to fight this war way on the other side of the far away from them, and they lost all their troops, like a bunch of their troops they lost. And then it was devastating for them because it was like they're supposed to win and they just got their butts handed to them. And then right after that, Sparta's like, oh, okay, let's fight again. And then, so Athens tried to fight back, but by then they were too weak because they went on this foolish trip on the other side of the world for them to fight a war, and they lost all their power. So I'm afraid that's kind of what's going down with us and the Middle East. Like, we're engaged in a war on the other side of the world, and it's only making us weaker for our real enemy, which is like fascism, which is seeping into our country right now, like through Trump. Like, I'm lucky I can still say that, right? Maybe I won't in a couple years, a couple months. I don't know. We'll see. Like, I have faith in you, America. Like, I love you guys. That's why I'm doing this, right? People can make fun of me. I can make mistakes and be made fun of, but I'm trying my best. So yeah. Anyways, I spent this whole episode. I showed you that long dugout tunnel, and I'm exploring part of this. I'm trying to find this treasure map, which I'm never gonna find. These treasure maps are worthless, man. Look at this. I tore this place up. But yeah, I'm just waiting for people to add more to my world. I was hesitant to show. Oh, there it is. I found it. Oh wow, this one actually worked. Hey, all right. What do we got here? Ooh, let's see. What's this stuff? Prismarine crystals? What? They stack? Yes. Ooh. Heart of the sea. That's nice. Check this stuff out. I gotta ditch some stuff. Let's see. We don't need sand. I'll take the gold. I don't need the sand. Top snow. What else can I? Oh, string. I don't need string. I'll take the crystals. The chest plates. I got plenty of chainmail, man. I don't need it. Let's see. What else can I leave behind? Sea pickles? No. I want my coal. I need a little bit of cobblestone. I need the maps. Fire coral. I want my coral, man. That's my only red coral. I'll have to ditch it. It's only one. I'll take a chainmail. Oh, the shoes. I need the shoes. I can leave the gold. Take the shoes. Alright. What's up? Done my last potion, right? Yeah, I have two more. I'm good. All right. So Pericles, he was a great statesman. He's the one who reminded the Athenians of how great their city is and why they should fight to protect it and its ideals. So I'm no statesman, obviously, but I do want my countrymen and my countrywomen and everyone in my country to fight for their country. And this is a different kind of battle, right? This is a battle for our soul, not necessarily for our territory. Because if you could take the soul, you take the land. That's another thing I can talk about later on, about the realness of ideas and how they manifest into the world. Because then it has interesting implications. But I want to wait until I can get my co-host here, Captain Pones, to help guide me, because I don't want to go too far off the rails. That's the extent of that one. Yeah, we have a lot of cold in our biome. There's like a cold ocean. And it's also all dead. Look at it. It's already like... You can see the boundary between gravel and sand. That's where it changes. The sand is the new, and the gravel is the old. There's nothing over there. It goes into... Gigantic ocean. Rah. I was hoping to find one of those underwater temples, man. I want to check those out. So yeah, I must have been up here before because it's all gravel. So in the beginning, I remember I went for a long trek to find a swamp. I don't even know how far I went. I found one eventually, I just don't know where. And then I died. Oh, I'm off the map. Oh no, I'm off the map again. But I have no other maps to make, so I gotta go down. So yeah, America, you're great. Don't let people think otherwise. There was no need to quote make you great again. Those are just people who are trying to trick you. This is a different one? Man, these shipwrecks, they're great. Maybe a better, or another map with another more interesting stuff in it. Treasure map, paper.
Years ago, a caveman was out hunting on the frozen wastes when he slipped and fell into a crevasse.
I don't remember which one's the good one.
He was discovered by some scientists and thawed out.
That's the good one, right? That's the one I just dug out everything. No, I don't remember. That's the one I want to get. Where's the X? It's right that way. So yeah, this is the other part of Minecraft, right? So we have the building Minecraft, and then we have the exploring Minecraft. And now we have treasure hunting Minecraft.
to give your summation?
It's just key rock, Your Honor, and yes, I'm ready. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm just a caveman. I'm just a caveman.
Where's that? Right? Oh man. Okay, let's see. Oh, my potion wore off. So I'm not gonna find it. I didn't find that one. Let's see. I'm not finding it.
I'm just a caveman.
Well, I'm sure it's all fun and dandy to watch me dig for a freaking... I may not even be there. Like, is it under sandstone? Well, guys, I mean, like, I'm digging here, but it's like not doing me any good. And my good content that I wanted to share, I can't really think of right now and like talk about. I mean, I think I talked about the important thing, which is to resist fascism and to participate in democracy. I mean, like, I'm just a guy, like, trying to do my thing. And you can see that if I don't have someone else with me, it's a lot harder to do my thing. So even me, I need the help of other people to fully express myself. So as Americans, our freedom is intertwined. My freedom exists because your freedom exists. So that's why we have to defend the freedoms of one another and ensure that all Americans get respect, or are respected. Because it's only through mutual respect that we will overcome fascism. Alright, so I'm going to stop this podcast because I'm just kind of like looking for endless stuff that's not coming up. I've got no one to bounce ideas off of. So, I mean, like, if you like watching Minecraft, that's cool, but like I can't seem to locate the treasure chest. I put up that map instead here. Oh, I'm way off. Let's go over here. Maybe that's why I'm not like looking at the map. I looked at the map better. Like, Oh, wait. I want to end on a triumphant note. Where is it? Where is it? This is terrible. Look at me dig up this whole beach. Yeah, this shovel, my poor shovel is getting a workout here. Ooh. Yeah, I dug up this whole beach, man. I'm not finding any treasure. I'm not finding it. Look at this. I hear it's like, this is nuts. Yeah, okay. I wanted to end this on a happy note and be like, yay, I'm triumphant, but it's I don't think it's gonna happen, guys. No triumphant for me. All the good content was in the, like, front-loaded when I had something in mind, and after that I'm like, oh, okay, now what? And like, nothing. I mean, I showed you the long haul and the Great Northern Sea, and we saw like some coral reef and like some neat stuff, and it was not total loss. Look at this beach. There's no buried treasure here, boss. Is it me or is it? Yeah, I would swear it's over here. I don't know, there's just... That's too far. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode where poGokeRo searches for buried treasure that's not there. Oh, I give up. Alright guys, well, only watch the first half unless you want to listen to cool music. Alright, peace out.